Hey guys, it's me Molly, and today I have a video on 10 different tips to have the best high school experience or improve your high school experience for this upcoming school year. So my first tip is to be present. Not just physically be present. Now that's really important, and I really don't recommend skipping school. It can be challenging to get caught up, especially when you have so many different classes. I think that if you just don't do that, the stress really isn't there. Also, being mentally present. Do your best to try and learn what's going on. It's critical for success and for your learning to be physically there, but also mentally going along with what the teacher is saying. My second tip is to make connections with teachers. Now, by no means am I saying be their best friend. I'm just simply saying that it's really valuable to respect them, respect their job, and be kind to them, because it actually goes a long way. They notice people who value them. They notice students who respect them, and they're more likely to help you out in a situation where you require some assistance than if you are rude all semester and come back and are like, can you help me? Be respectful to them. It really goes a long way. The third tip is to be friendly and kind to people. If you're just entering high school, you're probably a little nervous or scared or judgment, or there's so many things you might be afraid of, but so is everyone else. So take the time to be kind. Just be gentle with other people. Don't judge anyone. You don't get anything out of that. Make yourself a warm person. Everybody's nervous. Everybody's scared. Open yourself up a little bit. And I get that it's a little vulnerable to seem like you're so open, but you attract those positive people back, and it really helps to create networks for your high school experience. Number 4, remember why you're there. I think it's so critical to have a balance, and that's another point coming up. But at the end of the day, you are there to graduate high school. Whether you plan to take this education and further it, or you plan to move on to something that has no educational basis, I still think it's really important to be there, try. Understand you can't just not do anything and expect that everything's gonna be okay. You really need to put effort in and try your best. My 5th tip is to try a lot of things. Figure out what your school is doing. They have plays, they have galas, shows, dance committees. Like, there's so many things your school probably does. Take the time to look at that. And if anything interests you, try it. And if you're not sure if it interests you, try it then too. It's really, really cool to see what you like, and you might find a passion that you never knew you had. It's also a wonderful way to meet people. It's gonna force you in a place where you have to communicate with people, and that can be really helpful, especially if you're kind of uncomfortable making friends. Number 6 is learning a balance. It's critical that you recognize that yes, school is important, but so is your family, so is your friends, so are you. When one of those things becomes more prominent than the others, it really throws off your balance, and it makes it very challenging. This is a very wonderful opportunity to learn about yourself and take that information and better yourself. Figure out where your attention typically goes and work on that to make sure that all aspects of your life are fulfilled from multiple angles. Number 7 is your best is enough. Now, the thing about this is that only you know if you're doing your best. But if you know that you tried so hard and you worked your butt off, you have every right to be okay with that mark if you know you've tried. Don't compare yourself. It doesn't matter what anyone else is getting, because their best might not be your best. So many different bests. And even if school's not your thing, you might be such an emotionally intelligent person, and you can't calculate that, yet it's so critical. Number 8, memories are typically made outside of school. I look back at the 2 years of high school. I remember, and I'm like, wow, I just can't believe what a great night that was, when I'm like sitting in my desk studying for a math test. Granted, study. It's so critical, and you don't even know how important it is. Those are never the moments I reflect upon and realize that I grow as a person. Those are not the moments I reflect upon and feel emotionally fulfilled. Allow yourself the opportunity to go out. Allow yourself the opportunity to learn that the things in life that are so wonderful typically aren't in your binder. It sure doesn't go too far opposite. Allow yourself time to study, because if it's all memories and no work, you're not gonna achieve what you want to achieve. Number 9, make friends. It can be hard, and it can be so scary to approach people. But I think that it's a little bit scarier to do it all on your own. And the most amazing thing about high school is how your friend networks change. In junior high, I had friends, and don't get me wrong, I think they were wonderful people, and I genuinely loved our time together. but I really was friends with them due to situation, not for the best fit and personality-wise. When I got to high school, my relationships drastically changed because I then had so many people, and I gravitated towards the people where our personalities really clicked. It's so incredibly wonderful because you feel like these people are your friends, but like you really want them in your life. You really cherish them, and I just think it's so great, and you really need to just trust me when I say it becomes so much nicer when you get to pick your friend out of people. You're not kind of forced to be their friend. And number 10, adopt a positive outlook. I know a lot of people are like, high school are the worst 3 years or the worst 4 years of your life. I can't speak for everyone's experience. I really think you can walk in there and you can say, I'm gonna make this the best that I can make this. Try your best to be comfortable in that position. Try your best to understand that the opportunities that could come are so great, and if you're so negative, you're never going to be able to see those opportunities. It's best to focus on the fact that this could be an amazing experience, amazing friendship you've made. Focus on the passion that you've learned that you didn't even have, like you didn't even know you had. Focus on your talents or your skills. Find something wonderful. So that's all I have today, but I really hope you enjoyed, and I really believe that there is a positive in this, and we go through this to come out stronger and to come out better.